Hey guys, happy Sunday. We are heading out to the Jurassic Quest drive-thru at Richmond. The kids are not very excited because they haven't really watched Jurassic Park. You know, it's my time. It was back in the 1990s that we watched the Jurassic Park, so they're not really very keen about it, but I'm gonna show them the dinosaurs and everything. So I hope we're gonna have fun. It's a drive-thru. We're not gonna get out of the car. And as you can see, I'm wearing a vote t-shirt. I hope you've already started voting or choosing your right candidate. I haven't voted yet, but I'm excited about it. Tomorrow I think we're gonna go and cast our vote. So we have a 4-day weekend. The kids wanted to go to aquarium, but it's too far, so we're just gonna go for the Jurassic Park, and I hope we're gonna have fun. So we're actually here at the main event. I don't see any dinosaurs yet, but I see a lot of cars. We are we're probably gonna be going inside that what do you call that? Is it a stadium?
Raceway.
It's a raceway. So it comes with a time slot. So we went for 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock time slot, and I'm glad that we did it because it rained so hard this morning, and according to the reviews it wasn't that really good because it was raining earlier, but today the sun is up and I think it's gonna be more fun. I hope so. So as you can see, we're just gonna be here driving through and looking at these dinosaurs. So I'm not sure. We're gonna check it out.
The Triassic period was the dawn of the age of dinosaurs, but it too had to come to an end. Just a little over 200 million years ago, the Earth encountered another mass extinction. Believed to be caused by an increased period of volcanic activity, it caused the extinction of roughly 70% of life on Earth. This wiped out a lot of bigger animals at the time. Without big competitors, dinosaurs thrived, and in the Jurassic period, they quickly became the gargantuan creatures we think of when we hear the word dinosaur.
Captain K.
Dinosaurs did. There's also no evidence that they had that colored ruff. The frill is seen in other creatures when frightened, like a frilled neck lizard or a wild William Shakespeare, but not in Dilophosaurus, as far as we know.
Who can name the dinosaur here? T-Rex isn't the only scary meat-eating dinosaur we have here at Jurassic Quest. Allosaurus was one of the larger predators around in the late Jurassic. Allosaurus had long arms right there, with big, hooked claws. These could help it grip onto its prey, while it used its serrated teeth as its primary weapon. We know it used its arms because scientists have found signs of microscopic stress fractures on the bones of their forearms. This happens in bones when a person or an animal is using force to move heavy weight with their bodies. Back to the areas where the rocks originally came from.
Oh, that's the one with the
Please
like
pause
this.
your audio tour
Thumbs up.
until your dinosaur
That's the
herd
thumbs up
migrates
dinosaur.
on up to the next scene.
Yeah, look at the thumb.
Safari Sarah here again. After the end of the Jurassic, it's one of the first dinosaurs to be discovered and named. Some of you might have already guessed that iguanodon means iguana tooth. When iguanodon was discovered in England, no one had ever even heard of dinosaurs.
So here you go, guys. We are actually here now viewing all these dinosaurs, and it's a bummer if you are sitting on the passenger lane and the exhibit is on your left side, because I have to reach out to my husband's place for me to get a view of this dinosaur. So you want to pay particular attention which lane you are at. So you want to make sure that you the exhibit is going to be on the passenger's right side so that you'll have a better picture of the dinosaur. So all of my videos here are towards my left side, which is very, very difficult for me to get a good view of the dinosaur. As you can see, I'm on the left side, so I am actually reaching out to my husband's view. So it's kind of annoying.
But at least there's some dinosaurs.
But at least you can see them.
At least there's some in the
So see, I have to reach out to my husband's side for me to get a view. But it's okay. The kids are having fun. Are you guys? Alright. Look at that. There's a hole on top of the body. It's an injured dinosaur. There's no blood gushing out.
You know what? There's actually actually a hobo inside moving the head.
We know that Eutyrannus had feathers because of where and when it lived.
Eutyrannus. It's called Eutyrannus.
A volcanic eruption blanketed
whatever
much
that
of the
is,
Wyoming province with hot ash.
A furry dinosaur, I see.
That looks like Boomer's mouth.
It's great for paleontologists
That's the underbite. Is that
Yeah, the underbite.
Hi, it's Park Ranger Marty again, and welcome to the early Cretaceous North America.
So I didn't know that they were
Furry guy
here.
is Utah Raptor. Now let's see. Can anyone guess where Utah Raptor?
This one has a fur.
massive predator that lived at the end of the early Cretaceous. Very little is known about Seat due to how recent of a discovery it is. But it is thought to be a member of the Allosauridae group that lived into the early Cretaceous.
Careful with the tail.
Seats lived in North America at about the same time as some members of the Tyrannosaur family. But those Tyrannosaurs didn't get any larger than about the size of a Great Dane because the alpha predator role had already been filled by Seats.
Oh, look at that.
It wasn't until Seats went
Where that its teeth kind of look like the teeth of an iguana, only bigger. The very first drawings of Iguanodon depicted it as a giant iguana-like creature. The animal it's next to is Baryonyx.
But they were destroyed during World War II when the museum they were in was hit during a bombing raid. It wasn't until the 1990s when Spinosaurus' fossils were rediscovered.
It's your neck.
In fact, we've learned more about the Spinosaurus in the last 20 years than we have in the last century. We now know that Spinosaurus was a massive predator that lived in and out of the water in marshy waterways of what we now know to be northern Africa, preying on fish the size of cars.
Like a little mushroom.
Hey, Dustin, is this a secure line?
Sure, I think. I just turned off the mic. Yeah, they definitely can't hear us now. What's up?
I just noticed that the T-Rexes aren't in their areas.
The dinosaur next to it is a Lorotitan, lived in what is now eastern Russia. It's in a special group of duck-billed dinosaurs called lambeosaurs, which are famous for the elaborate crests on their heads. These crests would have certainly served as display structures, but may also have been used in some lambeosaurs as resonating chambers to make sounds used to communicate effectively through the herd. Speaking of communication, I've been directed to ask you all.
T-Rex. The small dinosaur you see in this scene is Albersaurus, a small, fast predator that lived in Argentina during the late Cretaceous period. It is believed to have eaten insects. Ew.
Please pause your audio tour until your dinosaur herd migrates on up to the next scene. Parasaurolophus is a cool dinosaur because it's one of the few dinosaurs where we know what they might have sounded like. Paleontologists discovered that by looking at the crest on its head. What they found were tubes inside going back and forth between the nasal passage and the throat. When they recreated blowing air through their tubes, they discovered that the crest would have made a hole.
We're down to Megalodon. Looks like a shark to me.
That's
It's
what
a
it is.
It's a prehistoric shark.
Oh, is it?
If T-Rexes hear that sound coming from one of your cars, they might be following the tour back in the direction of their cage. So perhaps we should move on to the next stop. Yeah? Yeah.
Quetzalcoatlus is the largest flying animal to ever take to the sky. It lived in what's now Texas because everything is bigger in Texas. It's named after the Quetzalcoatl, the Aztec
Oh, this is a
feathered
T-Rex?
serpent deity. It
So
had a
it's huge.
wingspan of 36 feet. That's the same as a small plane. Standing like it is here, it was the height of a giraffe, but would weigh less than 600 pounds. That's a lot, but it's incredibly light for an animal of the size because it was doing everything possible to be as light as possible. Very hollow bones.
You have no
Necessary for it to achieve flight. Quetzalcoatlus was actually not a dinosaur, but a pterosaur.
That was.
I think that was the end of it. We were kind of expecting it to be like a jungly exhibit.
Stegosaurus.
Like there's a jungle and you have all these dinosaurs in there. So like my husband was expecting it, not what we weren't expecting it to be in a parking lot, but at least for kids who are fond of dinosaurs, I think they're gonna have fun. But I think it's okay for me. It's an okay for kids. But I enjoyed looking at all these dinosaurs. Remembering Jurassic Park in 1990s. That's it. I hope you have fun watching our videos. Bye.